Today's a good day, people. Today is a good day. Shout out to everybody tuning in, showing love and support every single time. You already know what it is. He's gone. Erik is gone, people. It's finally happened. Today's a good day. And I'm not going to let anybody shame me for feeling the way I feel, for thinking the way I think. Nobody's going to shame me. It's not going to happen. Brought the shades out, got the drink out. It was inevitable. It was inevitable for me. The sacking was a bit too late for my liking. Should have happened way before. In my opinion, it should have happened after the FA Cup win. And at the time, I remember putting out a video saying that the sacking should have happened. A managerial change should still happen despite Manchester United winning the FA Cup. But you know how it goes. Manchester United fans are emotional people that think about today, now, the present. They don't think about tomorrow. It's all about how they feel now. Whatever comes after will come after. They're not worried about that. Excuse me, which is a shame. And remember, guys, it's road to 14K. And if you want to support this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. But anyway, let's get to the nitty gritty. By the way, I've got the Ballon d'Or on the screen. So if you see me look up all the time, it's because, yeah, Didier Drogba is there, standing in a bright white suit. But anyway, Erik ten Hag is gone. And the reason why I think this is the best decision that Manchester United have made is because we were regressing on so many levels. Manchester United were regressing almost weekly. On a weekly basis, we showed how we could outdo ourselves on so many levels, in terms of goals, in terms of tactics, in terms of the attitude, in terms of the mentality. And I'm going to break it down in two parts, the players and the manager. The players are simply not good enough. Some of these players need new environments. Some of these players need new challenges. Some of the players shouldn't have been brought up through the ranks. Some of these players got too comfortable. So yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. On a weekly basis, like I said, we have outdone ourselves. And it was like it was on purpose. Every time, and I'm sure, I've not got the whole statistics, but I'm pretty sure that in 50 to 60% of the games that we played, we were chasing a score. We're always 1-0 down, we're always 2-0 down, we're always trying to come back into the game, we're always trying to equalize, we're always trying to score a last-minute winner. We were never in comfortable positions to win games. There was not one game where you were like, yo, Manchester United are, bro, massively comfortable to the point where, yo, yeah, they're going to win this game comfortably. Like, we always have to play catch up, always. And if we do lead, we're so fragile at the back that, you know, people catch up to us. Prime example, against Copenhagen, was it? No, it wasn't Copenhagen. There was a game where we were up 3-0 and we let them come back to 3-3. And the most recent example was probably Porto, 2-0 up. And within minutes, we let them get back to 2-2 and let them even take the lead in the second half. I just do not understand it. The mentality of the players has to be questioned. Some of these players get held up to what they shouldn't be, or they get talked about, they get put into conversations that they shouldn't be in, and then they display week in, week out mentalities like that. No, to me, these players, like the rappers in America say, they're fugazi. They are fugazi, bruv. Absolutely fugazi. Some of these players get put into conversations, bro. And it's funny because we actually have good players, but because of the mentality of the manager, because of his tactics and his style of play, and obviously some of the fan base as well, and I get onto the fan base at the end, some of these players get reduced to just... Some of these players have so much ability, they get reduced to just being transitional players. And sometimes I'm looking at the way we're playing and I'm like, oh, we were, because I keep saying now, but we were. I was looking at the way we were playing and I'm like, is this all we're good for? Transition? Like, we've got technical ballers like Ahmad, like Kobe Mainu, and you reduced him to just being transitional players. Like, is this what we're doing now? And fair enough, if transition is your thing, bro, make it effective. Make it effective. Make it efficient. Our transition football under Ten Hag wasn't effective. It wasn't efficient. It wasn't progressing. Nothing. It was just there. And the proof was in the pudding. We sporadically scored goals. Which brings me on to my next point. I asked the man them at the start of the season on Twitter, how are we going to score all these goals with Sancho gone? And I'm not saying that Sancho would have solved all of our problems, just like Ronaldo wouldn't have solved all of our problems. So I'm putting them in the same hat. So people continuously telling me about Sancho, he wouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. Cool, I hear it. But put Ronaldo in that same conversation, because I'm still seeing people talking about Ronaldo was right. Ronaldo would have been in the trenches with us right here. Don't act like if Ronaldo was still at the club, we would have been top of the league or something, fighting for titles. No, because when we got slapped 7-0, he was there. When we got slapped 4-0 against Brentford, he was there. When we got slapped against, Man City away, he was there. He was on the bench, but he was there. So don't act like if Ronaldo was there, it was still at the club, all of a sudden we would have been top of the league. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't have. We wouldn't have. So yeah, miss me with the whole Ronaldo talk. I asked the man then, where are the goals going to come from? Because all of our wing options are Rashford, Garnacho, and Anthony. Where are the goals coming from? And I didn't put Ahmad in that situation on purpose because, yeah, I believe he's been our best player this season, hands down. Nobody could tell me otherwise. Don't tell me Bruno, don't tell me Garnacho. I am not putting players that... And you notice how some of these players are limited because people always talk about those players in the same way. Garnacho gave everything out there today. Bruno gave everything out there. I'm not hailing up players that just give everything. Bro, I give everything when I go to work every day on my day job. For those who don't know, I still have a day job. I give everything when I do that. Exceptional footballers stand out. And none of these players in our squad right now stand out. What trophy is this? Oh, that's Stoichkov, isn't it? Is that Stoichkov? I think it is. If not Stoichkov, it looks like... No, sorry, I might be wrong. Anyway, I'm watching the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Do you know what I mean? These players get held up to such high standards and high regards. Well, the standards are on the floor at this club. Like I said, I'll talk about that in a minute. They're not good enough. Sorry. No. Not good enough. So, the style of football that we were playing was not good. And I asked the man then, where are the goals coming from? Yeah, that was my point I was trying to get back to. Where are the goals coming from? Who's scoring all those goals? Because in the 22-23 season, we scored 58 goals. The team that finished above us, which was Arsenal, I believe, finished with 80 plus goals. So there's nearly a 30 goal difference. In the second Ten Hag season, 23-24, we scored 57 goals. The team that finished above us scored something like 70 something, if I'm not wrong. 20 goal difference. Now, you look at the 30 goal gap in the first season of Ten Hag and the 20 goal gap in the second season of Ten Hag. Tell me who in this squad currently is scoring 20 goals guaranteed in the league. Who? I'll sit here and wait. Who? Rashford? Nah. He scores when he feels like it, when he can be bothered. Anthony, no. Garnacho, no. So tell me, who's scoring those 20 plus goals for us to catch up to those people above us? That's if we even can finish there, because right now, as you can see, we're 14th. Who? And funny enough, 58 goals in the first season. Sorry, that was my phone. 58 goals in the first season, 57 goals in the second season. And we are currently on course to score less goals than in the previous 2 seasons. So we are on course to scoring less goals than 58 and 57. With money spent on people like Rasmus Højlund. And I'm going to have to put Xerxes in there as well. Listen, Xerxes, love the player, love the profile. Not good enough right now, my guy. Sorry, have to say it. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? Who's scoring those goals? Tell me who. The manager. What an absolute failure of a time at Manchester United. Spent more time falling out with people than actually coaching people. I've said it all along. He's got communication issues. He's got issues with expressing himself properly. And tactically, it's not good enough. Listen, I don't need to have a UEFA A, B, C, D, E license, all of that stuff, to be able to tell people that what Ten Hag was doing was not working. It wasn't. Nobody can tell me otherwise, because it doesn't take 36 months for your style to be implemented. Guess what? You can do that in pre-season. That's what you get paid the big money for. To be able to implement something within a few months. Because if Unai Emery can take Aston Villa from the relegation spots to Champions League football after 41 years and be Bayern Munich, brother, you should be able to do the same at Manchester United within 6 months as well, with the God knows how much money that you got given, that the board backed you with. You should be able to do that. And speaking of bringing people in, speaking of spending money, Ten Hag's talent ID is some of the worst I have seen at this club. Because people keep talking about David Moyes was the worst. Yes, but bro, at least he understood, listen, I'm at a big club and I need to bring in big boys. We could have ended up with the likes of Gareth Bale and Toni Kroos. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Instead, and fair enough in the beginning, I have to hold my hands up. I said, managers should be able to work with familiar faces. I said, that's no problem. But how do you bring in your whole backline from Ajax, minus Dalot, Onana, De Ligt, Martinez, Mazraoui, and you look worse than the players that were there before? Fair enough, you chose to not play Maguire, Lindelof, and all, but you look worse with your current backline, bro. And these are people you claim to know. You're playing people out of position because 5 years ago you saw someone play a 9-minute cameo in that position, and that's why I'm talking about Mazraoui, by the way, in the 10. Because 5 years ago in a 3-2 win over Juventus in the Champions League, you saw that, but it was a 9-minute cameo, my guy. It wasn't a 90-minute game. It was a 9-minute cameo. Like, some of the decisions were just baffling. Falling out with players continuously. Cristiano Ronaldo, David De Gea, Varane, Sancho, Garnacho at one point, flipping Ahmad, but the list goes on and on and on. How do you expect for players to be Rashford? He fell out with you as well. How do you expect players to be on your side when you keep falling out with people? How? I keep using the example of parents with their kids. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, you might say, oh, this kid's a naughty kid. He just does this, blah, blah, blah. But bro, when it happens continuously, you've got to start looking at the parents. Like, what education are you giving your kids? And that's the same thing with Man United. Yes, I can criticize the players. Yes, I can say the players are not good enough. But at some point, I've got to look at the manager and go, what do you tell these guys? Which brings me to my next point, communication. Imagine, yeah, if I was just sat here talking to you lot like this. Check it. Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so, and also like, share, and get involved in bro, you would get tired after 30 seconds. Now imagine, as a player, they've heard this for 2 straight seasons, bro, plus the 3 months now into the new season. Tell me, please tell me you watch Erik Ten Hag's press conferences or interviews and you feel the same way that I feel, which is, I don't get motivated from this. How am I meant to go to war for you when you're sat there or stood there in the dressing room, when you're stood there stuttering, bro, literally, and I'm not even trying to make fun of his speech or anything, the brother is stuttering when he's looking for words, and fair enough, English is not his first language, Aaron, this, that. Fam, English ain't my first language. My first language is French, but you can perfectly understand what I'm saying right now, and you can perfectly hear how I'm talking to you guys, and ain't no breaks in between that. Ain't no stuttering in between that. You can hear me loud and clear. My voice is clear, my words are clear, you can hear me, you can understand me. And if I have to start looking for stuff, bro, I might as well just turn off the camera, because what's the point? You guys have seen the video when he was trying to reward Garnacho and Martinez for winning the Copa America. Bro, it's just so unconvincing. And bro, Garnacho took about 30 more seconds to understand that he called his name to go and receive that award. It's just so unconvincing. The press conferences were absolute horrid. Absolutely horrid. A man that can sit there and say, we lost 3-0 to Tottenham, but I deny that game because the Bruno Fernandes red card has been overturned. Bruv, from the moment you've got a gaffer saying that, but then you've got the goalkeeper out of all people that was making bare mistakes last season, that saved you bare times this season though. You got him coming out saying it's unacceptable to not win for Manchester United. He understands. He understands. Onana understands. But then you got the manager saying, I deny that. Bro, man basically said, we lost 3-0, but we didn't. I don't know who's calling me. We lost 3-0, but we didn't. You know that man you play FIFA against, you slap them 3-0, whitewash. And then you go, bro, he just beat you 3-0. No, he didn't. No, I swear on my life he didn't. No, bruv, no. Bro, man just had a bad day at the office, bruv. No. Bro, that result don't count, bruv. Yeah, that's it. That's Ten Hag. He's them type of guys. That result don't count. Brother, you lost 3-0 at home, convincingly, to Tottenham Hotspur. And you're sat in the press conference telling good people that paid their hard-earned money, I deny that result. Bro, the last thing you want to do at this club is disrespect Man United fans. And for once, I'm going to stick up for the fans here, because sometimes I have a lot of problems with them. But for once, I'm going to stick up for them. They pay so much money week in, week out to follow you home, away. They travel to weird places to go and see you, to go and watch you. And this is what you tell them. Bro, these men left their yards to come to Old Trafford to watch you get slapped. Because we got slapped against Tottenham. Slapped against Tottenham. And you're sat there saying, I deny that result. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is disrespect Man United fans, because they will be on your neck if you even try to do that. Man United fans have a lot of patience, much to my dismay. Man United fans have a lot of patience, which is something I do not like. But that, no, you can't say that to them. You can't. You can't say that to Man United fans, bro. You can't say that. That's disrespectful to Man United fans. And finally, United fans, please, Please, I urge you to start opening your eyes. When something's not going well, call it out. Don't be like them man there writing letters and stuff just to satisfy their own feelings, or because they've got deals with people, so they have to start saying certain stuff because they want to honor those deals. No, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. When you go to the restaurant, you pay for your food and the food is not nice. What do? You go to the chef and you say, "Chef, it wasn't nice. I'm not paying for this," because you paid for this service. Man United fans are too emotional. They pay for the service is dead, but they say, "No, well done." I will always go back to what I said when I went to Old Trafford. And I think the match reaction should still be up on my YouTube channel, to be fair. Man United played against Bayern Munich at home last season in the Champs. By the way, this is not the moment I realised. Yeah, I had realised it way before that. But anyway, I went to Old Trafford to watch United against Bayern Munich. United lost. We finished bottom of our group. Bayern Munich went to celebrate with their fans. Clapped them off. Fair enough. Finished top of the group. Cool. Went into their dressing room. United fans did a lap of honour. You'd think we'd won the game, but we didn't. Did a lap of honour, which just tells you the lack of self-awareness. Self-awareness is free, people. Use it. Cool. They're doing a lap of honour. And I was sat next to the tunnel, so I was in the Stretford end. The singing section above me, or just like to my right and above, yeah. The players came towards the tunnel. Bro, I kid you not, the fans clapped the players off. United. I was stood there, and as this was happening, I was filming my match reaction on my phone, and I kid you not, I think I must have said something along the lines of, "I cannot believe what I'm hearing right now." The fans are actually clapping them off. You would have thought we just battered Bayern Munich. And that is the exact same reason why these players think they're better than they are. Because you guys are enabling this. Because, bro, players are not dumb. If they put in a dead performance and you guys are clapping them off, they're thinking, "Hold on. So this is how these men function. I can put in a dead shift, but these men will still clap me off and sing my name. Say no more, bruv. I'm going to do the same thing next week." Do you not think players think that? Come on, bro. Let's be real. Part of the reason why United are in the place where they are today is because a large part of the fan base have enabled this. Way too happy with anything. A good second half against Brentford. We've turned the corner. Bro, it's a half. A football game's not 45 minutes. It's 90. Come on, man. Way too happy with the most little thing that you get as a United fan. They're happy with it. Which is why you're seeing some people on Twitter writing eulogies for Ten Hag. Acting like he's been at the club and it was the most successful time ever. When it wasn't. Bro, like there was so much. The standards at the club are on the floor and they need to be raised again. And hopefully, which brings me to the last part of my video, hopefully the next manager that comes in can bring that. I'm seeing a couple of names thrown into the hat. I'm seeing Thomas Frank, Julian Nagelsmann, Ruben Amorim, whoever it is, bring them in. Oh, Aitana Bonmati, Ballon d'Or Women's. Congratulations, she deserves it. She deserves it, man. Yeah. She's cold. She's sick. Twice in a row, you know. Mad thing. Yeah, she's cold. Done a lot of games on her teams, a lot of games of commentary on her team as well. Yeah, massive congrats, man. Fully deserved. Speak out when things are going wrong. Be your own person. Because way too many United fans want to be the positive fan so that if, not when, but if things turn out to be good again, they can then say, "I was positive. I was one of the good ones. I never said anything about the manager. I never said anything bad about the players." These are the type of fans we're having to deal with, unfortunately. United fans, Have your own mind, please. Have your own mind. Have your own opinion. Don't be led by people that write letters to Ineos. No. Anyway, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, it's a good day. Remember to stay hydrated. Remember to drink some water. And if you can, pop your shades on tonight. Watch the Ballon d'Or ceremony. And be happy, man. Be happy. Whoever the next manager is going to be, I welcome you to Manchester United already. Whether it's Julian Nagelsmann, whether it's Thomas Frank, I'm reading online that the front runner is Ruben Amorim. If it's him, cool, bring him in. Yeah? So yeah, that's it from me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's road to 14K and I'm out. Peace.